A truck has been tailing them for miles. That is all I'm gonna tell you. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chenoa if you are new here, and today I'm giving you 8 thriller books that you need to read this fall. Listen for the Lie by ℚ𝕝𝕚𝕟. I highly recommend this as an audiobook. So everyone believes that Lucy murdered her best friend after she is caught wandering the streets covered in her best friend's blood. And Lucy can't remember exactly what happened that night. She ends up returning back to that hometown after this podcast starts investigating the murder. You get to see Lucy's point of view, and then you also get like a podcasty type situation. Next we have 2 Noelle Ely books. We'll start with Run Unread. This one is not my favorite, but I still recommend it. Laura and Olivia are on their way to this bonfire when they realize that a truck has been tailing them for miles, and it just quickly escalates into a game of cat and mouse. And then my favorite is Gray After Dark. So Miley takes a summer job at a mountain lodge in this remote location where years ago a staff member actually died. That does not scare her off. One morning, she goes on a morning run where she ends up getting abducted and brought to a off-the-grid cabin. None of this is true by Lisa Jewell. Alex Summer and Josie Fair end up running into each other at this restaurant where they realize that they are celebrating their birthday on the same day. Birthday twins. A few days later, they end up running into each other again, where Josie has this bright idea after listening to Alex's podcast that she should be on Alex's podcast since, you know, she's going through these big life changes. And the more that Alex interviews her, the more that she realizes that Josie is hiding some very big dark secrets. This also switches between like a podcasty type of situation, if that makes sense. Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders. So Joanne and Richard have this beautiful baby girl named Evie, and everything is going beautiful and perfect until Richard's daughter Chloe shows up, even though she hasn't talked to her dad since Richard and Joanne got married. But things start happening between Joanne and Chloe where Joanne starts to believe that Chloe wants her gone. You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. So Grace books this Airbnb on a ranch in the middle of Wyoming. When she gets there, she's so excited. She also likes that the owner is a handsome man. There are some things that she doesn't like. The 3 things that she's not a fan of is that 1, there's not that much cell phone service there. 2, there's a woman that went missing. 3, she just feels like something is just not right there. I definitely did not expect the ending. That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. This is another really good audiobook. So a 17-year-old girl wakes up in a ditch in the middle of nowhere, and she can't remember who she is. And so this police officer ends up finding her and bringing her back to the station where this man shows up frantic, claiming that he's her father. That is all I'm gonna tell you. And the last book was my first ever thriller. It is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. 25 years ago, Maggie and her family lived in this house. They only spent 20 days there before just mysteriously fleeing. Her dad ended up writing a book about the house. She ends up going back there after her dad passes away and leaves the house in her name to uncover exactly what happened. Besties, please let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite thrillers to recommend. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Happy reading!